Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the English Unlocked podcast. This is Alex, your host, and I am incredibly happy to have you here with me today. Today, we are going to dive into a topic that might feel a bit heavy, but it is absolutely essential for your personal growth. I want you to pause for just a moment, take a deep breath, and look honestly at your life. Ask yourself a very simple question. Are you truly living your life, or are you just existing? Almost everyone you meet wants something grand. People want to travel the globe, drive their dream car, and achieve total financial freedom. They look for a peaceful mind, respect from others, genuine love, and a business they can proudly call their own. They want relationships that make them feel alive and a daily life that feels worth waking up for. But let me ask you this. What are you actually doing today to get all of that? What practical steps are you taking right now to build the future you always dream about? Are you still spending hours scrolling aimlessly through social media platforms? Are you still watching random videos just to pass the time? Are you constantly creating excuses for why you cannot start today? Are you still sleeping late, hiding from potential failure, and just hoping that your circumstances will magically improve on their own? Listen to me very carefully. This life is real. This world is real. But your time on this earth is strictly limited. You do not get a second life. You do not get a rehearsal or a second chance to start over. This is it. This is your reality right now, today, in this very moment. In this episode, I am going to share some truths that people rarely talk about. I am not here to give you empty motivation or sugar-coated lies. I am here to hold up a mirror so you can see the absolute truth. My goal is to help you wake up from a deep sleep that you might not even realize you are in. You say you want to transform your life. You want to speak better English, earn more money, and become a highly confident, successful, and unstoppable individual. If that is true, do not just listen to my words. Feel them. Listen with your soul and let the message sink in deeply. On this channel, we bring you fresh, useful ideas every single week. We do not just help you improve your English pronunciation and vocabulary. We aim to help you change your life. So let us begin our journey today. Let us learn exactly how to stop wasting this one precious life you have been given. Let us start with our first lesson. Time is your actual life, so stop killing it. Let me tell you a hard truth. You are not killing time. Time is slowly killing you. Every single time you say you will do it tomorrow, every time you spend another hour looking at your phone screen, and every time you hit the snooze button on your alarm to go back to sleep, you are not just relaxing. You are destroying small pieces of your future. Because your time is your life. You might not feel the weight of it today, but life is constantly moving forward. Every second is slipping away forever. You are getting older, your physical energy will eventually go down, and your loved ones are getting older too. Your dreams are waiting patiently. But for how long can they wait? Let me ask you directly, what did you accomplish yesterday? What did you do the day before that? And what exactly are you planning to do tomorrow? Is it still nothing? Are you still waiting for that perfect day called someday? I promise you, someday will never arrive. It is a dangerous illusion. Your dreams do not care about your excuses, and the world does not care about your personal reasons. In the real world, only your results matter. The solution is simple. Start valuing your hours as if they were pure gold. Write down a clear daily plan every morning. Focus your mind on one single task that will push your life forward. Cut out just 1 hour of useless screen time every day and use that hour to read a book, learn a new skill, or practice your English. Time can be your best friend, but only if you respect it. Otherwise, it quickly becomes your greatest enemy. This brings us to lesson number 2. Stop blaming others and start building your destiny. Your life is your own responsibility. It is not the fault of your parents, your friends, your boss, or your government. It belongs to you and you alone. People waste years of their lives crying about what they did not receive. They say they did not go to a prestigious school. Their family does not support their vision. They lack the necessary money, or they do not have enough natural talent. These are just excuses. Do you know who actually wins in life? It is the person who looks at their situation and says, I do not care what I lacked in the past. I will create something incredible out of nothing. If you look around at the most powerful and influential people in the world today, you will see that many of them started with absolutely nothing. They had no wealth, no special guidance, and no elite connections. But they possessed one crucial thing: a deep hunger, an inner fire, and a firm decision to change their reality. Think about the story of Oprah Winfrey. She was born into extreme poverty and faced severe adversity as a child. Today, she is a billionaire and one of the most respected figures globally. She did not sit around crying or blaming her past. She chose to build her future instead. The solution for you is to accept your unique story, but refuse to be a victim. Say to yourself every single day, I am fully responsible for my life. Write your problems down on a piece of paper, create one small solution for each, and take action immediately. You are not weak and you are not unlucky. You just need to start using your inner power. Now let us look at lesson 3. Your comfort zone is a dangerous trap and you must escape it now. Think about a typical daily routine. You wake up, immediately check your phone, eat some food, watch some videos, scroll through social media, study a little bit, and go back to sleep. It feels comfortable, it feels safe, and it is very relaxing. But do you know what is actually happening to you? You are slowly dying on the inside. Your comfort zone kills your dreams silently because true growth never happens in a state of complete comfort. All success lives directly outside of it. You say you want to speak fluent English, then you need to start speaking it out loud today, even if you make 100 mistakes in a row. You say you want to start a business, then take the first step, even if you fail your first 10 times. But most people never even start. Why? Because they are terrified of feeling uncomfortable. They are afraid of failure, afraid of embarrassment, and afraid of other people laughing at them. Let them laugh. Let them doubt your abilities. You must keep moving forward regardless. Imagine a tiny seed. If it stays safely inside a dry box, it will never fulfill its purpose and grow. It must be dropped into the dark dirt, struggle through the heavy soil, and break into the open air to face the burning sun and endure the cold wind. Only then does it become a powerful tree. You are exactly like that seed. The solution is to do something uncomfortable every single day. Speak English even when you are scared. Join that new class. Apply for that challenging job or create that video. Fail proudly and learn from it, because nothing truly great ever came from staying safe. Our fourth lesson is highly critical. Doing it later is the biggest lie you tell yourself. Let me be brutally honest with you. If you are someone who constantly says, "I will do it later," you are lying to your own soul. And the more you repeat this lie, the more you quietly and permanently destroy your own potential. Saying later is simply the voice of laziness and fear. It is your weaker self trying to keep you trapped in mediocrity. When you say you will do it later, it usually means you do not want to do it at all. If you look at the people who succeed in life, they do not use the word later. They use the word now. They act right this second, even when they do not feel entirely ready or fully prepared. They take action because they understand that later quickly transforms into never. You keep saying you want to master English, so do it now. You say you want to exercise, build a side business, read more, or fix your sleep schedule. When exactly is that later going to happen? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time is not your servant. It does not wait for you, and it will not give you a warning message when it is about to run out. It just ends, and you will be left with the worst kind of pain: regret. Think about that creative project or YouTube channel you wanted to start 2 years ago. You did not do it because of fear and because you said later. Now, someone else has created it. Someone else is living your dream. And you are stuck watching their content, thinking that could have been me. The solution is to set a timer for just 10 minutes and start right now. Stop overthinking the process. Tell yourself, if I do not do this right now, I probably never will. Just begin. One imperfect action today is worth more than 100 perfect plans for later. Lesson 5 is simple. Stop thinking and start doing. Your mind can be your best friend, but it can also be your worst enemy. For many people today, their mind has become a psychological cage. They spend all their time thinking and zero time acting. You want to start a project, so you analyze it for months. You want to speak English, so you watch endless videos and take detailed notes, but you never actually open your mouth to talk. You want to go to the fitness club, so you plan the perfect routine and buy the clothes, but you never walk through the door. Overthinking is actively ruining your life. You think so much that you make yourself mentally exhausted before you even begin the task. You imagine failure before you even try, and you write a story of defeat before you even play the game. That is exactly why you remain stuck in the same position year after year. Reflection is useful, but only for a very short period. After that, it turns into fear, and fear is always a liar. You do not need to know every single step to begin. You just need to take the first one. If you want to improve your English, stop just watching motivational episodes. Start speaking, start writing, and start listening actively every single day. Speak in front of your mirror, record your voice on your device, and allow yourself to make mistakes. You do not need anyone's permission, and you do not need flawless grammar. You just need to execute. Imagine a person who wants to learn how to swim. They read multiple books on swimming, watch 50 instructional videos, buy the best swimsuit, and talk to professional swimmers, but they never actually jump into the water. Will they ever learn? Absolutely not. And you are doing the exact same thing with your personal goals. The solution is to spend just 10 minutes planning your direction and then give the rest of your day to pure execution. Build real momentum. Let action become your automated habit. Shut down your overthinking mind and let your hands and feet move. Success never comes from thinking, it only comes from doing. This leads us to lesson 6. Choose to be that person. Do not be the lazy individual, the one who constantly complains, or the one who gives up the moment things get difficult. Decide to be the person who does what others refuse to do. Be the one who wakes up early while others are still sleeping. Be the person who studies and improves while others are partying. Speak up when others are paralyzed by fear. Believe in your vision when people laugh at you and keep moving forward when everyone else quits. You do not need everyone to believe in your dream, and you do not need universal support. You need to support yourself and you need to believe in your own potential. People will doubt your journey and they might say that you have changed. Let them talk. You are not here on this earth to stay the same forever. You are here to grow, to evolve, and to become a version of yourself that does not require validation from the outside world, because your results will speak for you. In every family and every group of friends, there is always one person who breaks the cycle and achieves something truly massive. The one who proves the doubters wrong. Why shouldn't that person be you? Why do you think success only belongs to someone else? The solution is to ask yourself every single morning, what would a highly disciplined person do today? Then go and do exactly that. Dress for success, talk with confidence, and walk with purpose. Do not waste time telling people your grand plans. Show them your tangible results instead. Be that person people will talk about years from now because you had the courage to change everything. Lesson 7 focuses on the real battle, you versus yourself. Your absolute biggest enemy is not outside of you. It is not your friend, your family, your job, or your smartphone. It is you. It is that specific part of your mind that tells you to quit when you feel slightly uncomfortable. It is the voice that whispers, "I am too tired. It is okay to be average," or "let us just relax and do nothing today." That version of you is the actual enemy, and you have to fight that version every single day. You versus yourself is the only battle that truly matters. It is the lazy you versus the ambitious you. The frightened you versus the courageous you. The sleepy version versus the hungry version. The side of you that wants to stay safe in the dark versus the side that wants to change the world. Every morning you wake up, you are faced with a choice. Which version is going to win today? Will it be the person who scrolls through social media for 3 hours, or the person who reads 10 pages of an educational book? Will it be the person who stays up until 2 in the morning watching useless videos, or the person who builds their business and secures their future? No one can answer that question except you. Imagine 2 wolves living inside your mind. One wolf is lazy, negative, and full of self-doubt. The other wolf is strong, highly confident, and hungry for success. Do you know which one grows stronger over time? It is always the one that you choose to feed. The solution is to actively kill your lazy habits. Track your daily activities. Every time you choose growth over comfort, write it down and celebrate that victory over your weaker self. Slowly, your core identity will change. This is not a game, it is a daily war, and it is strictly you versus you. Our 8th lesson is about inner strength. Work diligently on your willpower. If you do not actively train your willpower, your temporary feelings will control the direction of your entire life. And let me tell you something important about feelings. Feelings are often liars. You might not feel like waking up early today. You might not feel like working out. And you certainly might not feel like studying English vocabulary right now. You might not feel like chasing your big dreams today. If you choose to listen to that, then congratulations. You have just handed your entire future over to your current mood. Let me ask you something real. Do you want to build a powerful, meaningful life, or do you want to follow your changing moods like a little child? Real willpower means doing the right thing precisely when you do not feel like doing it. Even when your body feels tired and says no, you stand up and say yes. Even when your mind screams, "I cannot do this," your inner soul whispers, "Watch me." The individuals who succeed in life are not the ones who are always magically motivated. They are the ones who are deeply disciplined. They show up and execute even when they are exhausted, broke, heartbroken, scared, or defeated. They possess a tool that you need to develop: willpower. And the truth is, willpower operates exactly like a physical muscle. The more you train it through daily challenges, the stronger it becomes. Let us say you want to stop using your phone after 10 o'clock at night. At first, you will probably fail. You will open it and start scrolling out of habit. But if you keep trying every single night, turn the device off, place it in a completely different room, and focus on your goal, you will build that psychological strength. Soon, you will become the master of your habits rather than a slave to them. The solution is to start small. Choose one single task that you do not want to do today and go do it anyway. Build that daily discipline. Speak to yourself like a true leader. Tell yourself, "I do not break promises to myself." The exact day you master your willpower is the day you take complete control of your destiny. Lesson 9 is a crucial warning. Comparison is actively killing your happiness. Let me say this as clearly as possible. If you constantly compare your journey to someone else's, you will never experience true happiness. Do you know why so many people hate their daily lives today? It is because they spend significantly more time watching other people's lives than building their own. You open an app, you see someone with a better physical appearance, a luxury car, or a massive house. You see someone speaking perfect fluent English, getting millions of views, and earning a lot of money. Instantly, you start to dislike your own reality. You start thinking, "What is wrong with me? Why can't I be successful like them? Why is their life absolutely flawless while mine feels like a total mess?" But here is the hidden truth. You are comparing your raw, behind-the-scenes reality with their edited highlight reel. You are viewing a 15-second clip of their best moment and comparing it to your 24 hours of daily struggles. You do not see their private breakdowns, their emotional pain, their deep loneliness, or their hidden failures. You do not see the 100 nights they spent crying or the 1,000 times they fell down before achieving success. And yet, you allow this shallow comparison to destroy your inner confidence. Let me tell you something raw. The absolute fastest way to kill your personal progress is to compare it to someone else's success. You have your own unique path, your own specific timing, your own struggles, and your own ultimate destiny. If a sunflower and a rose spent all their time comparing their heights and colors, they would both forget how to be beautiful. Stop looking left and right to see what others are doing. Look straight ahead instead. Your only real race is with the person you were yesterday. The solution is to unfollow anyone who makes you feel like you are not enough. Focus entirely on your own journey. Track your personal growth from last month, not someone else's reality today. Replace jealousy with inspiration. Learn from successful people, but never hate yourself because you were never born to be an imitation of someone else. You were born to be better than your past self. This brings us to lesson 10. Never take advice from people who have not achieved what you want. Not everyone who offers you advice is actually qualified to speak on the topic. If you want to build a sturdy, beautiful house, you do not ask for advice from a man who lives under a broken, leaking roof. If you want to learn how to build true wealth, you do not ask your broke friend for financial strategies. And if you want to speak fluent, confident English, you do not ask the person who is too terrified to open their mouth in public. You must seek guidance from the person who has actually done it, who has lived the experience, who has faced failure multiple times, and who eventually won. The internet is full of people talking loudly, but most of them are just creating noise. They offer words with zero practical experience and opinions with no personal sacrifice. Do not let these unqualified opinions confuse your unique journey. You are the sole driver of your life, so stop taking directions from people who have never driven a car. For example, your relative might tell you, do not start that new business because it is far too risky. But has that person ever started a business in their entire life? No. They have worked a safe job for decades. So why would you listen to someone who has never walked the path you want to take? The solution is to ask yourself one logical question before listening to anyone. Has this person achieved the exact result that I want in my life? If the answer is yes, listen to them with absolute attention. If the answer is no, politely thank them for their opinion and keep moving forward. Do not be rude, but do not be foolish either. Protect your personal vision, because one wrong piece of advice from the wrong individual can delay your dream by 10 long years. Lesson 11 is a powerful mindset shift. You must pick yourself. This world is not going to automatically choose you. People will not clap for your efforts until you have already made it to the top. They will not believe in your potential until you have already proven it. And they will not support you when you need that support the most. So what should you do in this reality? You must pick yourself. Stop waiting for external permission. Stop waiting for someone in authority to tell you that you are good enough, talented enough, or ready. Stop waiting for that magical phone call, that perfect message, a lucky break, a supportive partner, or a grand stage to appear. Pick yourself because you are not here on this earth to be chosen by others. You are here to create your own opportunities, to lead and to win. The most successful and influential people in human history did not wait for approval. They just started. They did not beg for permission. They approved themselves. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling. Her original manuscript was rejected 12 times by different publishers before someone finally agreed to print Harry Potter. What if she had stopped after the 5th rejection? What if she had waited for someone else to believe in her talent? She chose to pick herself, she kept going, and eventually the entire world followed her lead. The solution is to write your own name on the book of opportunity. Start that channel, write that first page, launch that podcast, or apply for that position even if you do not feel 100% ready. Tell yourself, I do not need anyone to validate my worth. I choose myself every single day. Because the world simply cannot ignore someone who believes in themselves so deeply that it becomes impossible not to notice them. Our 12th lesson is a fundamental truth. No risk means no story. If you want a life story that is truly worth telling, you must understand that greatness never comes without taking risks. No successful or powerful life was ever built inside the boundaries of a comfort zone. No influential leader became strong by playing it safe all the time. You will never build a legendary life by acting exactly like everyone else around you. Every single person you admire, every champion, every self-made billionaire, and every source of inspiration had to risk something major at some point. They risked their money, their time, their comfort, their reputation, and many times they risked their entire heart. But guess what? Without taking risks, your life becomes quiet, predictable, safe, and completely empty. At the end of your journey, no one will remember how safely you played the game. They will remember what you dared to create, what you had the courage to build, and what you left behind. Imagine being too scared to practice speaking English in front of people because you were afraid they might laugh at your pronunciation. So you choose to remain silent, and years go by and you still cannot speak. But what if you spoke up just once, faced the discomfort, and completely transformed your professional life? What if one single moment of intense courage could give you 10 years of massive rewards? The solution is to take one calculated risk today. Speak the language, apply for the role, post the content, build the project, or ask the question. Ask yourself, what is the absolute worst thing that could realistically happen? And then ask yourself, what if it actually works out perfectly? Without risk, there is no adventure, no inner fire, no real growth, and no story. Stop hiding in the shadows. Choose to be the one who dared, the one who jumped into the unknown, and the one with the scars of battle, rather than the one with a heart full of regrets. Lesson 13 is an urgent reminder. The clock is constantly ticking, and it does not care if you are not ready. Let me say this loud and clear. Time is not waiting for your circumstances to improve. The clock is not slowing down its pace just because you feel tired, confused, frightened, or because you are waiting for the perfect moment. Life is running at full speed. Every single second that slips through your fingers is a second you will never be able to get back. And the most dangerous part is that you won't even realize how much time you have truly lost until you wake up one day 10 years older. You will stand in front of your mirror with tears in your eyes, asking yourself, what happened to my youth and my dreams? You are not too young, you are not too old, and you are never too busy. You are simply making excuses to protect your comfort. Let me ask you a powerful question. When are you finally going to stop watching other people win and start actively creating your own extraordinary life? Are you going to let your dreams rot inside your mind until they die in complete silence? Or are you going to stand up, face your reflection, and say, "No more wasting time. I am going to become the exact person I was born to be"? Do you know what is significantly more painful than failure? It is regret. That pain will stay in your chest like a sharp knife forever. So listen to me carefully. Stop acting as if you have forever to achieve your goals. You don't. The clock is ticking and your time is right now. Now let us explore Lesson 14. The world at large won't clear your path. And that is actually your greatest power. This truth might hit you hard, but you need to hear it. Society at large does not care about your personal problems. Nobody is coming to magically save you, and nobody feels your specific emotional pain the way you do. If you are waiting for the world to show you constant sympathy, forget about it. People are far too busy fighting their own difficult battles. They might listen to your complaints for a few seconds, nod their heads politely, and then immediately move on with their day. That is the reality of human nature. But here is the beautiful twist. That exact truth is your ultimate source of power. Because if the world isn't constantly watching or managing what you are doing, then you are completely free to do whatever you want. You are entirely free to fail, free to try again, free to look completely stupid, and free to fall down and rise again without judgment. You do not need public approval, and you do not need permission from society. You only need one thing: yourself. If you need to cry, then go ahead and cry. But do not sit there in defeat. Wipe your tears, clench your fists, and rise up like a true warrior. Take that emotional pain and convert it into a powerful purpose. Take that loneliness and transform it into raw focus. The crowd outside won't build your life for you, but you have the power to create your own future, and that is the only thing that matters. Build your life with absolute determination, because you are the ultimate driver of your own destiny. Lesson 15 is a direct call to action. Why not start right now? People always say, "I will start fresh next week, next month, or next new year." But let me ask you honestly, what is actually going to change between right now and then? Will you suddenly become magically motivated? Will your daily life become perfectly easy? Will all your fears completely disappear? No, they won't. The truth is, if you cannot find the strength to start today, you probably won't start ever. You keep waiting for the perfect conditions, but there is no such thing as a perfect time. Life will always be a bit messy, and your mind will always find a plausible reason to delay the work. But every single second you choose to wait, your dreams fade away just a little bit more. Imagine your grand goals slowly turning into dust just because you were waiting for a better day. The world doesn't wait, opportunities do not wait, and time certainly doesn't wait. So why are you waiting? If you want to start your fitness journey, start now. If you want to master the English language, start now. If you want to change your life, start now. Not next Monday, not next year, but right now. If you can take just one small, simple step today, that could be the absolute beginning of a whole new reality. Give me one solid, logical reason why you shouldn't start now, and I promise you, you won't find any. Start now. Our 16th lesson is about transformation. If you do not like your current life, create a new version of yourself. look around at your reality. Is this truly the life you wanted to build? Are you waking up every morning with a fire in your chest, or are you dragging your feet through the day, pretending to be happy while slowly dying inside? Be completely honest with yourself. You might hate your daily routine, your current job, your bad habits, and your low energy levels. But you keep doing the exact same things every single day while expecting your life to magically improve. That is the definition of insanity. Here is the truth. You are the sole creator of your reality. You are not a tree. You are not stuck in one place. And you have the power to move, to evolve, and to rebuild your entire existence. If the life you are living feels fake and unfulfilling, then have the courage to leave it behind and start fresh. Change your habits, change your environment, change your circle of friends, and change the way you think. Stop blindly copying what everyone else is doing and start building your own unique version of life. You do not need to wait for a total emotional breakdown or rock bottom to make a choice. You just need to decide right now. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are an artist, and life is your canvas. Create a new version of yourself. Make it powerful. Make it beautiful. And make it completely unforgettable. Lesson 17 is about a silent prison. Expectations are the ultimate killers of human dreams. Let me share a story about a person named Nick. He is one of the smartest and most talented individuals I know. He is excellent at his studies, speaks with great articulation, and always had massive goals for his future. But guess what? Today, he is completely stuck in a corporate 9-to-5 job that he absolutely detests. He wakes up exhausted, goes to bed frustrated, and every single day feels like an exact copy of the last one. He looked at me recently and said, "Alex, this is not the life I wanted for myself." I asked him directly, "Then why do you keep doing it?" And his answer was heartbreaking. He said, "Because it is what my family expects of me. Because society expects it, and because people will laugh at me if I leave this safe career." Let me tell you something straight. Living to fulfill other people's expectations will completely kill your spirit. People will try to put a narrow box around your life and tell you, stay inside this box. Do not dream too big. Do not try anything new and just be safe. But their expectations are not your destiny. If you spend your precious life just trying to make everyone else happy, you will end up deeply hating your own reality. You will smile in public and cry alone in your room. You will feel like a prisoner inside your own body. Is that truly the life you want to live? You were not born on this earth to fulfill someone else's unachieved dreams. You were born to chase your own path. And sometimes that means disappointing others. Sometimes it means saying no to people you love, and sometimes it means walking completely alone in the dark. Break the chains of expectation. Drop the fake mask. Stop living for the approval of others and start living for yourself. This is your life, not your parents', not your relatives', and not society's. It is yours alone. This brings us to Lesson 18. Your personal pain can become your greatest power, but only if you stop hiding it from yourself. You have been through difficult situations in your past. Maybe there are things you have never told a single soul. Maybe you cry in absolute silence when no one is watching, and people have no idea how much you are suffering inside your own mind. Perhaps you were deeply betrayed, Perhaps you failed publicly. Or perhaps they laughed at you, rejected you, and ignored your worth. And now you walk around the world with a heavy heart, pretending that everything is perfectly okay. But it is not. You know it, and I know it. Let me tell you something vital. That deep pain inside you has the potential to destroy your life, or it can build you into an unstoppable force. You are the one who decides. You see, most people spend their entire lives running away from pain. They try to hide it under fake smiles, temporary distractions, and bad habits. But the strongest and most successful people in the world do something different. I am saying that because I've been there, I faced those exact dark times in my own journey, and I fought my way out to build the platform and the life I have today. I know that suffering can make you incredibly tough, that heartbreak can teach you true self-respect, and that massive failure can force you to grow. Do not be ashamed of the pain you carry. Be incredibly proud of it. You survived the storm, you are still standing, and you are still breathing. That means you are significantly stronger than whatever tried to break your spirit. Turn your pain into discipline, into motivation, and into a powerful inner voice that says, I will never let anyone make me feel like I am nothing ever again. You are not broken. You are simply being rebuilt into something far more powerful. Remember this truth. The darkest nights always produce the brightest stars. Let your pain sharpen your focus, not silence your voice. Now let us look at lesson 19. Starve your distractions and feed your absolute focus. Right now, in this very moment, there are two metaphorical wolves living inside your mind. One wolf is called distraction, and the other wolf is called focus. The wolf that ultimately wins the battle is always the one that you choose to feed more. Every single time you scroll for hours on your phone, participate in useless gossip, overthink simple situations, or binge watch shows for no real reason, you are feeding the wolf of distraction. And the more you feed it, the weaker your dreams become. Your brain becomes lazy, your motivation fades away, and you start believing your own lies, like, I will just do it tomorrow, or it is far too late for me to start now. But let me ask you honestly, how long are you going to keep betraying your own future just for a few minutes of cheap comfort today? You say you want success, and you want to become a person that your younger self would be incredibly proud of. If that is true, then you must starve those distractions immediately. Turn your phone off when it is time to work. Cut toxic and negative people completely out of your life. Say no to useless invitations, and set boundaries like a true warrior. Sit down at your desk and feed your focus. Read educational books, work on your projects, learn new skills, build your ideas, fail, and try again. Deep focus is not a natural talent, it is a trained skill, exactly like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Imagine this reality. If you choose to give your absolute, undivided focus to your goals for just one single year, 365 days of pure disciplined effort, your life will look absolutely nothing like it does today. That is not magic. It is pure mathematics and discipline. Starve the wolf that destroys your potential and feed the one that builds your future. That is exactly how you win the game of life. Finally, let us look at our last lesson, Lesson 20. Life doesn't owe you anything, so you must fight for everything you deserve. Let me say this in the rawest, most honest way possible. The world does not care about your hidden potential. It only rewards your actual performance. You might be a fundamentally good person. You might have a massive heart, and you might possess beautiful dreams. But if you are not working, if you are not showing up every day, and if you are not actively proving your worth, life will simply ignore you. That is the cold truth of reality. You want success, but nobody is ever going to hand it to you on a silver platter. There is no magical fairy coming to save you. There is no genie to grant your wishes, and there is no perfect timing waiting for you. It is entirely on you. You have to stop crying for help and start fighting like hell for your future. Stop waiting for someone else to believe in your talents and start becoming someone that you can genuinely believe in. That hunger, that inner fire, and that relentless rage to rise above your circumstances must come from deep inside your own soul. Nobody else can feel it for you. Yes, life can be incredibly unfair. Yes, you might have to suffer significantly more than other people, and yes, some individuals are born with much more privilege than you. But so what? Are you just going to sit there for the rest of your life and complain about the unfairness? Or are you going to stand up, face the challenge, and say, I do not care how hard it gets. I am going to make it happen regardless. This life is not a passive gift. It is a battlefield. You are either actively fighting for your dreams, or you are slowly dying in mediocrity. So wake up every single morning with this specific mindset. Life doesn't owe me a single thing, but I am still going to take everything I truly deserve through hard work. I will work harder than anyone else. I am willing to suffer more for my goals. I will show up earlier, and I will keep pushing forward when everyone else chooses to quit. And one day, when people look at my success and ask me, how did you do it? I will simply smile and reply, I stopped expecting life to be easy, and I started demanding significantly more from myself. If you want a crown, then you must earn it with your blood, sweat, and absolute obsession. That is the price of greatness. Pay it now. Maybe you are listening to my voice right now, and deep inside, you are struggling heavily. Maybe it is not just one thing. Maybe everything in your life feels incredibly heavy right now. Your finances are low, your mind is exhausted, your health is not where it should be, your relationships are falling apart, and you are just trying your best to survive the day. Maybe nobody around you knows how much you are hurting inside. Maybe you are pretending to smile on the outside while crying every single night in the privacy of your heart. Maybe you feel like a total failure, like nothing you try ever works, and you're constantly thinking, when will things finally get better for me? Let me say this to you. Not just as a podcast host, but as someone who cares about your journey. Everything is going to be okay. I am not saying that just to give you fake hope or empty comfort. I am saying that because I have seen the darkness, and I have watched people rise from their absolute ashes to achieve greatness. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. It might be a very long tunnel, it might feel pitch black, and it might seem completely endless while you are in it. But I promise you, the light exists. You just cannot stop walking. No matter how broken you feel inside, no matter how long the process takes, you are not finished yet. There is so much more to your story, so much more to your future, and so much more power inside you than you have ever imagined. Your worst days are not the end of your story. They are simply the beginning of a much stronger, smarter, and more powerful version of you. And I want you to hear me clearly right now. If you feel like your dream is fading away under the weight of life, hold on to it tightly and protect it. You do not need a flawless plan. You just need a vision that makes you feel alive. A solid reason to wake up in the morning and something worth fighting for. Once you keep that dream alive, chase it relentlessly and build it with your own bare hands. Learn something new every day, grow every day, and work incredibly hard even when nobody is watching or clapping for your efforts. Be completely obsessed with gaining knowledge, building discipline, and fulfilling your mission. Stop wasting your mental energy thinking about what is wrong with the world. Focus entirely on what is right inside your own heart, and never forget this vital truth. You have absolutely no idea what you are truly capable of achieving. You think you are weak, but you are not. You think you are left behind, but you are just warming up for the race. You think it is too late, but it is not. You think nobody believes in your potential, but I believe in you. You are powerful beyond your wildest imagination. You are not just a human being trying to get by. You are a storm waiting to rise. And when you finally unleash your true power, the entire world will watch you in absolute shock and ask, "Where did this incredible person come from?" And you will look back at them, smile, and say, "I came from the fire. I came from intense pain. I came from the absolute rock bottom, and against all odds, I made it." So now, pick up your heavy heart, fix your posture, clean your tears, and start walking forward again with confidence. Because your future is waiting, your greatness is waiting, your dream is waiting, and it is finally time to go get it. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode. Take decisive action today, not tomorrow. See you in the next one. Stay strong.